Hello, welcome to the video about mindfulness. There's quite a lot of stuff out there about mindfulness. Books, websites, courses, you name it. And it can be sometimes overwhelming to have so much information for a technique that's essentially pretty simple. I wanted to make a clear and short guide for my clients and people who come across my blog so they can introduce some mindfulness techniques into their lives. Why is it important? The technique itself is quite simple, and for some people it can be quite frustrating, or they may not understand what's actually at the core of mindfulness. So I'll be talking about three things. About shaping awareness of what the technique is and how to relate to it. Then the technique, the practice itself, and then common errors. Okay, so I usually introduce mindfulness with my clients by asking them to notice what's happening inside their mind for about 30 seconds. You can try it yourself. So you just sit somewhere comfortably, and for about 30 seconds, you just observe your mind. Now, what's really important here is that you are stepping back from your thoughts. You're not trying to change what's happening there. You will most likely notice that the mind is wandering, it's chatting, it's creating storylines. Now, that is normal, it's unavoidable. So in a way, the first thing is about understanding. The mind will wander, it will chatter, and what you are supposed to do is just to allow it to be. Kind of very simple thing in a way. So it's mainly about accepting and observing. Okay? So the awareness of what's called involuntary actions of the mind. The mind just goes like a washing machine. And you can't stop that. With time, with practice, it does get sort of a bit calmer, but there is never an expectation that you're meant to stop that. And some people say, oh, I can't stop thinking, but you're not supposed to. That's not what mindfulness is about. Okay. So the technique itself, I usually suggest that people use a chair or a meditation mat. And what's important is to have your back straight and so that you can breathe quite comfortably. But on the other hand, you're not just sort of kneeling, and you have a sense of dignity, a posture that implies that you're awake. You know, when we're tired at work, we're just sitting like that and we're just slumping. You deliberately put energy here so that you just want to be solid. And what you do, you can focus on your breath, you can focus on your bodily feelings, and the main thing is about allowing your thoughts to calm and go. And you can do that for about 3 minutes if you want to start, for a minute, and build yourself up. To be frank, it's enough to have 10 minutes of mindfulness a day to see some results. I mean, ideally, in an ideal world, there will be about 20 minutes in the morning and 20 in the afternoon or at night. It's quite hard. I don't personally do that. I may do one day, but at the moment it's hard and it's not applicable. Okay, so when you attempt some mindfulness practices, think of that. You know those sushi bars, those nice sushi bars when you've got this counter and you've got those bits of sushi just going around on the conveyor belt, just like that. So imagine your mind being that conveyor belt, and the observer inside you sees there's a nice bit of sushi, a juicy bit of salmon that's coming your way. And you notice that the mind wants to engage with it, it wants it. And then when the bit of sushi goes away, you just think, oh, I'm losing it. Okay? The practice itself is about stepping back and just observing your thoughts come and go like on this conveyor belt. Okay? And it is an attempt. You're not supposed to do it perfectly. It's continuously attempting to do that. Third thing, so common mistakes. Some people think that mindfulness is about relaxation. It's about just stopping to think and taking it easy. Some people close their eyes and just, lean back in that chair. Now there is a bit of confusion here because these are relaxation techniques. They're different from mindfulness techniques. Mindfulness is not about achieving a special state or trying to relax or turning negative experiences into positive ones. What you do, you're fully present in your experience, whatever it may be. That's quite important. So that's not about changing it. Relaxation techniques are about focusing on the body very, very intensively. And once you do that, your mind slows down and you have this sense of being somewhat relaxed and free. So as I said, you're not trying to change something. And some people start to blame themselves. They say, oh, I can't get it right, I can't stop thinking, and so on. Again, this is not about wanting things to be different. It's about allowing things to be just as they are. And there's a good saying that, for me, encapsulates mindfulness. It's, you can't get it right and you can't get it wrong. So in a way, it's not about performing. It's not about achieving. You cannot be a competitive meditator or a competitively mindful person. Okay? So if you take those things into account and, I'll say again, just allowing things to be as they are and being with your mind and feeling the frustration of it, and that is enough. And you should see benefits within 2 months or so. Thank you very much. If you've got any questions, please contact me. All right. Bye.